JIDE. Here we talk about actions and inactions of those who shape our political and national landscape and how these impact us positively or otherwise. I'm Ibrahim Shita. Today on the show, new service chiefs declare war on terrorists and bandits. And then in the course of the program, we'll take our questions. But first, we subscribe to our YouTube channel and drop your questions in the comment section. I have joining me via Zoom, the maestro himself. We are actually exploring new another pattern to doing our program, and of course, it's just one of the ways to sound better because that's what the aspect is all about. Or remember to send your comments with your name, as comments without names. Because
Brian, can you repeat your question because I can barely hear you?
okay, so can you hear me now, Big Hill? Big Hill, can you hear me? I think there's a bit of a feedback. We're trying to understand what you make up service chiefs. So I want to confirm first whether you can hear me, BK.
Yes, we have to say that for the first time in a long while, we have a new set of service chiefs that clearly their choices were made after careful consideration of merit. I think since 1999, this is the first time that merit will be thoroughly used in determining service chiefs. And of course, we also have balance in terms of the geographical spread. We have two service chiefs from the northwest, two from the southwest. We have from the south. We have one person also from the southeast. So, in terms of balance, in terms of spread, I think that the president achieved um, some measure of balance in the choice of the service chiefs and the choice officers and men in the barracks. So when you look at someone like General Lagwaja, for example, General Lagwaja is seen as the best when it comes to operations in the army. He is seen as a model for other officers, other infantry officers. So I think the president made a good choice. These are officers that have been used to, for some time. And you recall that I actually suggested 3 generals to be made service chiefs, and 2 of those generals were eventually made service chiefs. I suggested General Abiodun Lagbaja, General Chris Musa, as well as General M.S. Sani. M.S. Sani is the commander of the elite infantry corps of the Nigerian Army that I recently did a documentary on. So I would say that I'm not entirely surprised at the choice of those services because I was already familiar with them, and in my view, they were the best that could have been chosen amongst their colleagues. For example, no one can deny the excellent work that General Christopher Musa has done in Maiduguri in the theater of war there, the Operation Hadinkai. It was under him that Boko Haram men facing so much heat, facing so much attack from Tucano uh, bombers began to surrender in large numbers. So today in the Northeast, there is little evidence of the notoriety that Boko Haram had been known for over the years because
Right.
Boko Haram has been badly dealt with. They can no longer attack military bases the way they used to attack them. Today, they cannot parade the streets the way they used to do, moving from one community to another and terrorizing our people, setting villages ablaze. What they now do is um, harassing farmers on their farms, slaughtering farmers on their farms. They went from attacking military bases and seizing military hardware to attacking innocent farmers, you know, on their farmland. So that's the extent to which Boko Haram has been reduced to. And you've got to give credit to General Christopher Musa and his men because under him, we saw tremendous progress made in the
Right. 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 BKO.
okay, right.
Right. BKO. So, but there have been, just like you said, if we look at all of these all together, do you think the determination of the military, just like they've said, that then they are declaring a full-blown war against the insecurity in the country? Um, do you think the determination of the military to secure Nigeria should not be in doubt?
It should not be in doubt, really. All that the president needs to do, this is a new president, it's a different kind of person. President Obasanjo is not similar to Buhari in many ways. President Obasanjo, President Tinubu is not similar to Buhari in many ways because he will not just give you the job to do, he will ensure that you do it. And if you do not do the job, he will send you packing. I have said that this set of service chiefs, we are lucky to have them because they are the very practical and highly successful officers, some of the best that we've had in a long time. I can hear someone saying that JIDE has a notorious habit of praising appointed service chiefs. So the
Absolutely.
question to ask is, how did I praise Burate when he was chosen? I didn't even know him. So I didn't praise Burate at that time. I didn't even know him. I can only praise people that I know about them. Yes, I praised the service chiefs that were appointed after them. I didn't know Ibas from Adam. So I never praised him. And as far as I'm concerned, he wasn't really successful as a service chief. But I praised Abubakar after his appointment for some of the work that I saw clearly that he has done. I still believe that he's the best chief of air staff of his generation. So no doubt about that. These are people that I work with. So I'm in position to praise them. I've been to places that no Nigerian journalist has been privileged to visit. I've entered military aircraft. I've traveled with the military on their military in warplanes, and people saw the video. I've flown in warplanes. I'm in position to analyze the journalist who comes out to say you lied. Other journalists they won't even find the courage to take on the military. So this is the thing. Leave us with what we are talking about. In this case, we have officers that we can trust, that their own officers and men respect. They've been given a job to do. The president must not allow them to get complacent. He has to give them a KPI. If they fail to perform within a period of time, if security does not improve, he has to send them packing. If you have a police commissioner in a state and he can't come up with the right strategies to tame crime in the state and crime continues to get worse, that police commissioner has to be sent packing. This is the way it is done in other places. Not that you keep service chiefs for 5 years without achieving anything and you will not do anything to them. 6 years, they can't achieve anything and you kept them in office. I was consistently asking for the change of the service chiefs, even though I had friends among them. So this is where I'm different. You have to get that clear. Or some of the people making the comments that we see here, I asked for the removal of service chiefs the moment it was clear that they were not doing well. And even though amongst these ones, I still have friends, if they fail to perform, I will be the first to start calling for their heads. This is the way I've been trained to do this job. Because if we don't push them to work hard, to improve their work ethics, we are not going to get better in the area of security. So the president has to come up with deliverables for these men. He has to get them to realize that it won't be like the last administration. If you cannot cause improvement to take place in security, then you do not deserve to stay a day longer in that position. To whom so much is given, so much is expected. That is the way it should be. And I can tell you that if the president gives them deliverables and he sets timelines for, look, within this time, this is what I want to see. Definitely, you will see a lot of improvement. That is what we want to see. We can't continue with a situation in which there's no improvement and then you just leave them in office. No, I'm not going to encourage that. I'm not going to support that. I want to see that improvement happen. So I believe that if they are given those deliverables and they can see this of the president, ensure that we defeat insecurity in our country. Everybody just got complacent. Ministers were staying in office for 8 years. Some of them evident failures, were staying in office for 8 years. Who does that? For example, did the Minister of Education deserve to stay in office for 8 years? Well, was in office for 8 years. So if we don't challenge people, they are not going to take their job seriously. Everybody should have his key performance index and it should be judged by his KPI. If you fail to perform, then you should go. We are going to find people who probably do much better. So this is my attitude to this. Sometimes great people come into government. This is another response to the person saying that JIDE praises service chiefs. Sometimes people brilliant people come into government and fail just after they get it.
Right.
The job. So, if you get distracted, you are likely to fail. So this is the thing. We've seen many good people that the system in Nigeria destroyed them, turned them to mediocrities. We don't want to see that happen with these people. So we have to keep them on their toes. Every one of us must play its part to keep them on their toes, support them the best way we can, but at the same time, we must keep them on their toes. Otherwise, they are not going to
be challenged sufficiently to give their best.
Right. So, but there have been attacks in some parts of Nigeria, especially in Plateau State, where several lives have been, taken by marauders. Is there anything to suggest that these criminals do not fear anyone at all?
What is going on in Plateau State is similar to what we occasionally see in some of the other north central states like Nasarawa, Benue. I believe that what the president needs to do is to point at areas where he wants improvement. For example, if I were the president, I would say, look, these embarrassing killings in Plateau State, I want to see an end to it. What are you going to do about it? Give me your action plan. What do you want to do? Because I'm going to give you timelines.
Mm.
You've got to work together, the Air Force and the surface troops, the land army. I'm going to give you a timeline within which I want to see improvement. I'm sure that if the president gives this kind of directive, they will put heads together. You are going to see troops sent in large numbers to those places. And if there are soldiers sent to those places to perform, to work, who are compromised, who are not giving their best, who are looking away as people are being killed, such soldiers, I'm sure when the service chiefs face the heat, the service chiefs will know what they have to do with those soldiers who are not giving their best, who compromise their positions. So it is clear that some action has to be taken against what is happening in that place. Occasionally, it is in Benue that we read this kind of reports, killing of people in Agatu and other places. Consistently, they will be killing people and we won't be able to do something about it. We have got to put an end to this kind of killings. And of course, I also want to see what the president intends to do with the police. The protection of the civil populace it should actually be the job of the police. So we want to see a change by way of equipping the police and giving them the all the entire armed forces
Right.
must sit up, must see clearly that there's a change and there's a new person at the helm who will require that they give their best at all times. President Obasanjo is different to, President Tinubu is different to President Buhari because Tinubu cares about public perception. Buhari most of the time does not care about public perception. He takes his action, whether people like it or not, he just does what he thinks is right. For example, he had no reason in the world to keep the service chiefs for as long as he kept them, but he kept them there up the same. So President Tinubu confident that he will be able to get these guys to work, give their best, and protect our nation.
Mm. Right. So let me take one or two comments here, BKO. Fabian Akaize says that Nigerians deserve justice. President Bola Tinubu must probe the administration of PMB immediately. His policies and destructive strategies led to the murder of countless Nigerians daily. Uh, Oluchukwu Cleto says, is from Ogun State. I'm particularly elated about the appointment of General Lagbaja. He is a very hardworking military general. I wish them the best, the very best, as they got on their jobs. Good job, JIDE. Um, Fear God says, JIDE, well done for your insightful and research-based analysis on the military and new service chiefs. Please, if they ask to swear over our positions on issues, don't listen to them. Okay, I think someone is actually advising that if they ask you to swear on certain issues, maybe certain positions you're taking based on your conviction, the person is advising you not to swear. What say you? Biko, can you hear me? Biko, can you hear me?
No.
Biko, can you hear me? Biko, are you there?
Yeah.
Right. I actually took a comment and I wanted to find out. I mean, the person is just trying to advise you that whenever you are being pushed to swear based on the position you've taken, I mean, based on your own conviction, that you shouldn't swear. It's not something that they want to see you do. So, how do you react to that piece of advice?
Why are they bothered about the fact that I swore about something that I was convinced about? Who swears every day? Nobody swears every day now.
Yeah.
Nobody swears every day. It's not their business. If I'm convinced about something, like I'm convinced that Swaju won the election, take me before Kija shine. I will swear. Let us see whether you can swear about things that you do not even understand. So it's not anybody's business when I choose to swear. And I can't remember, I've been doing this program now, going to 1.5 years. I can't remember when at any point in time I decided to swear over anything. So why are they making it look like I swear at will? I swear all the time. I mean, I do not swear all the time. If in the course of doing live programs, maybe in 10 years, I decided to swear 2 or 3 times. What is the big deal? People who get into public office in Nigeria, they give them a Bible or a Quran to swear. They swear to the Quran that they are going to, by the Quran, that they are going to serve Nigeria. So it's not a big deal for people to, if you go into a court now, they put you in the dock, they are going to give you the Bible to swear by it. Nobody will give you a newspaper to swear by it. So people should stop bothering themselves. They are bothering themselves because they think that I actually swore when in actual fact, Tinubu didn't win that election. That's why some of them feel for me that, oh, he decided to swear, whereas this election may not have been won by him. They don't know me. When I believe in something, I fight for it with everything that I've got. When the whole world turned against Magu, Ibrahim Magu, I stood firm. I said, this man didn't steal. At the end of the day, I've been vindicated. The police even went ahead and promoted him to the rank of
Right.
AIG. When the whole world turned against Stephen Oronsaye, I said Stephen Oronsaye is not a thief. He just won again in court. He has won 2 straight times now in court in his corruption matter. So leave Babajide alone. If he believes in it and he chooses to swear because he believes in it, that is his problem. That is between him and his maker. It's not anybody's business.
Right.
It's not anybody's business. The way I'm in Abuja now, the way I work hard to get information, the risk that I go through to get information. You may not like me as a person, but you are not going to find anybody at my level who goes through all of that just to find information. And you can't compare me to journalists who sit in their studios, they don't go anywhere, they just take material from social media. No, I've gone beyond that. Leave me, let me swear. If I feel convinced that I should swear, I will swear. It's not anybody's business.
All right, BK.
Yeah. So this is the people should not bother themselves about what I say.
Shyvon says, now as the kids, he's trying to ask a question. Is saying that I think the comment actually okay. Deji Akimbody says, Jide, do you think the military is well prepared to fight guerrilla warfare? They are all small group attacks. Do we have enough maneuver or manpower to fight this kind of insecurity? I think the person is concerned about the ability of the military. Currently, I think you actually spoke to that, effect, especially when it comes to their own warfare. Is it something that the current administration needs to look into to ensure that they prosecute this war against insecurity?
You know, this war, especially where we have issues now, is the northwest, and Niger in the north central. Yes, we have issues in Kogi too. Kogi, Nasarawa, but the attacks are more in the northwest, especially Kaduna, Zamfara, Katsina. Zamfara is actually the headquarters of banditry. So northwest and north central need attention. The good thing is that some of those states are contiguous in nature, which means that you can actually launch a military attack in all of those contiguous states. You launch attack in all of those contiguous states and block these good for nothing bandits from escaping. But we have never launched a major operation against them. They can't be bigger than the Nigerian state. It's about using the right strategy. Why is it now that the kidnapping of people on Abuja Kaduna Highway, why has it stopped? When was the last time that anybody heard of an attack on that expressway? It's been such a long time because of the good work that General Lagbaja has done in that area. Applying himself fully to it, going into the bush to deal decisively with this element. So we have peace along that corridor now. We know where these bandits are. It is the political will to rout them that we do not have. If it is going to take 6 months, let's know that we have declared war on them. Let's commit our resources to it, declare a full war against them, and defeat them decisively. So it is possible. It is about finding the right strategy and committing resources, both financial and material resources, financial and human resources to the war. We will lose soldiers, no doubt. But if we declare we are going to win. They can't defeat the state.
Amazing. So let me take one or two comments and then we call it a wrap. Fabian Akeze is also saying here we must investigate the election results in the southeast region for the February. Well, this is not entirely related, but then I would like to warn NG Top 10. If you want to make comments, you make comments, not ad hominem attacking the one who is sharing his wealth of knowledge with us. If you have a question, you put it, not that you continue to constitute nuisance on the comment section. It's not really advisable.
He is an ill-bred person, and such ill-bred persons do not belong here because nobody has forced you to come and listen to us. I've seen the nonsense that he's posting. Nobody has asked you to come and listen to me. If I'm such a person that you do not need, why are you coming to listen to me? And if I have become somebody that you cannot ignore, why do you then pretend like, look, this person amounts to nothing? Get off our platform. Otherwise, we'll kick you out by ourselves. It's as simple as that. I've seen some of what was posting, talking about pepper soup, this and that. These are Nigerians that you can't even set standards for them.
Right.
You can't even set standards for them.
Right.
So a lot of people appreciate what we do. But some people, now you can see he has not found support. That's why he's posting like 3, 4, 5 comments, because he can see that he's been simply ignored. So he's posting 3, 4, 5 comments so that it will look like, oh, this is what people are saying. But it's just the same person. And the good thing is that you have found out. So unsubscribe. If you do not like what I do not like my opinion, unsubscribe. It's as simple as that. But coming here to attack people makes absolutely no sense. But we will continue. We won't be distracted. There are many of you, they've been doing this for years, but I'll still remain the person that I am. It's too late to change. I can't do a character
Absolutely.
transplant at
Absolutely.
this time.
We have the like of them who will always say, "Oh, I will unsubscribe. I won't." But then the following day, the following
They will
edition,
come
we
back
tend to see them.
to come and
Let me just
spew
take this
nonsense
comment, and I would
on
like
our
you to
space.
respond to this. The president is a man, according to Jamiu Bamidele, he said the president is a man 100% at duty. He has a track record of clairvoyance and paying attention to results. He's a go-getter. The Lord Almighty deliver pivot through success. Fair God says, Ibrahim and Jide, well done. Jide, you said you will not take up any political appointments, but I advise you to take appointments if Ashwaju appoints you to any position because you have what it takes to deliver. I'm very sure Jide would definitely decline. Can you hear me, Jide? Baba Jide? Biko, can you hear me?
Huh?
Someone is actually advising you to, take political appointments if Ashwaju appoints you, gives you an appointment into his government because you have what it takes to, deliver quality, maybe better policies or advice in the government. Uh, Looks like we lost connectivity.
I think I've said repeatedly,
Okay.
I think the network is very bad from the Lagos end. Because I trust what I have here.
In Abuja.
I've said repeatedly that I will not accept an appointment. And I'm saying this, I use every opportunity to say it, so that whoever is even thinking of helping me or sending my name will remember that I've always said that I don't want it. I am not an hypocrite. What I believe in is what I believe in. If I believe in something, I push for it, I fight for it. I don't want to serve any politician. I'm doing the best job in the world. The best job in the world is what I'm doing now. There's nothing else that you give me that will give me joy, that will give me satisfaction. So when we do the work that we do, or we believe in a politician, all that comes to the mind of the cheap people is that, oh, it's because he's looking for appointment. Oh, he wants to be given appointment. Oh, he wants to be given money. People who don't know you, they don't know you. They don't know that since 2006, I've been rejecting political appointments. And I've said it before. Nenadi Usman was Minister of Finance. I was to be a special assistant on media. I turned it down. She's alive. She's alive. Some people conducted the interview, approached her hotel, Kuramo Waters. They are still alive. Those who conducted the interview for me, they are still alive.
Absolutely.
So if I wanted it as far back as 2006, I would have been a political appointee. I've always said that I don't want it. Let me continue to do the work that I'm doing. That way I please more Nigerians. I get their problems across for the people in government to solve. I'm more useful to Nigerians doing that. I don't need a political appointment. How many times will I say it? If I don't mean what I'm saying, I won't be repeating it as much as I'm doing.
Absolutely.
I've said it so many times on TV. We don't all have to be in government. We don't all have to be political appointees. Come on, what is there? There are journalists who work till they are 80-something years.
Right.
Look at those guys. Yeah? Wolf, what's his name again? Wolf of CNN.
Right.
This is Blitzkrieg or something. I've forgotten his name now. He's a very old man. So
Correct.
I want to remain like that. Be useful to my community. Be useful to my country.
Yeah.
As a journalist, not as special assistant to someone, not as a board member here, not as this, not as that. No, we are different people in this world. If it makes some people happy, it doesn't mean that it will make me happy. If it is what some people are running from pillar to post for, it doesn't mean that that is what JIDE wants. I'm a different kind of person.
Right. Someone even said that if you take political appointments, that who will replace you? Like it's very difficult to find a replacement for you. When it comes to analysis. So BKO is actually
No,
we're out of time.
People like NG, who is posting all those nonsense, he will replace me now. He's apparently better than me. NG or what is his name? He will replace me now.
That's not even a name. It's a nom de plume, which doesn't even make any sense at all.
He's an anonymous person.
Absolutely. Well, BKO in Abuja, that's our show for today's edition of Issues with JIDE. Special thanks to you, Babajide Kola, for those insightful analyses, as always. Thank you, BKO. You just landed in Abuja, and then you have to find a place to have this show. People do not really understand what we go through when it comes to having this digital show away from the studio. You just landed in Abuja just a few minutes ago.
Thank you. And for our great viewers, we say thank you for supporting us. It's because of you that we are here. It's because of you that we do this. And we'll continue to give our best. We had some technical problems today. We apologize. We are sure that the next episode will be much better. The ones who want to spend their time abusing us, good luck to you. The more you try to bring us down, the better we get, and the deeper and deeper you sink.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And thanks to our audience for joining us on every edition. You can see the program again on our YouTube channel, TVC News Nigeria. Click on the subscribe button to get the latest information. You can follow us on our social media platforms at TVC News NG, and I'm also at Ibrahim TVC News. On behalf of the rest of the team, I'm Ibrahim Shita. See you next edition. Bye for now.